Afternoon. I'm Snacks. I'm putting together some coaching content that I think others might find enjoyable. So, one of the things that came up on a Twitter post that I put out last week was that people wanted to see um, activities or drills that we do or that I do as a coach and how we progress through them, what sort of spins do we put on them, how do we advance from point A to point B to point C. And so I decided to sort of put together kind of a loose process of how we do that, right? So how do I create activities and progressions? The first thing I ask is, what's the problem? Like, what part of the game are we looking at? Is it attack? Is it defense? The next thing we ask is, what are the skills involved in accomplishing the best case scenario? And then after we know what we have to do, or like the skills that we have available to do that, we talk about what are the decisions that need to be made in order to use one technique over another. And then lastly, we look at game application, right? How do we go from learning the skill to applying a decision-making process to it, to getting comfortable in applying it in a match-like situation, to then taking it to the game and applying it full match pace, full match intensity. The problem that I've chosen today to sort of work through this process with you and show you, some of the things that we do to go from point A to point B to point C is the clean out, right? We're looking at the cleaner at the breakdown, the person who is supporting the ball carrier and helping us get quick ball, right? They're not completely responsible for quick ball, but they're a very big part of that problem of getting LQB or lightning quick ball. Okay, so the clean out is what we're looking at today, and the first thing we'll look at is clean out tech. In clean out tech, we start with a one-man clean out. You can see here, Lane is going to get up, fire same foot, same shoulder, and drive Andy off the ball. In the hook and drive, we have a tough jackler over the ball with a low body position. So we hook a leg and an arm, and we try to drive him over. You can see Ben gets up, in through the gate, hooks an arm, hooks a leg, and drives him over the top. Double barrel cleanouts are utilize two people to get fast ball. And here you can see Alex and Ben are coming up, latching on, and driving Lane off the ball as quickly as possible. In the cleanout circuit, we attempt to execute the skills under fatigue and in quick succession. Our technique isn't the greatest. We've only been able to do contact from February 15th on, but you can see here that we're working on the ball carry and the clear out. We have an alligator roll and a hook and drive. Hook and drive is a new technique, so it's going to take some time for us to get used to. Then we move into a double barrel clear out. We use a crash pad so the jackler doesn't get blasted and hit his head on the ground. The players switch, getting another alligator roll and a hook and drive. Clearly it's a new technique and we're working on it. And then lastly, they get into a ball carry and clear out. 2v2, we have a ball carrier and a clear out versus a tackler and a tackle assist. We're looking to make a quick decision and get people to the ball as quickly as possible. Tackler makes the tackle, assist gets over, clear out makes a decision to drive him off. Again, ball carrier in, tackler makes the tackle. Clean out's there quickly, so he secures the ball and then gets a secondary drive. Three-stage activity is a game within the game that we use to transition from touch rugby to playing actual full contact rugby for our new players. It puts all the ball skills, attack shape for the forwards, attack shape for the backs, and defensive structure that we've been practicing into one activity. You can see that we're working really hard to keep a structure and to play with one another within the shapes and everything that we're using. Inside that is cleaning out at the breakdown, as you can see, right? For us, we thought getting guys to the breakdown quickly was going to be crucial, and you can see that we're trying to get players there as fast as possible to get the threat out of the way. Then we look at going into game speed application. How well do we perform under fatigue on a big field with the entire system working at once? It looks like we've done pretty well here, right? We get somebody there quickly to the ball, push the jacklers off the ball, which gives us quick ball. And you can see we utilize this opportunity and we have space to attack on the outside, which quick ball is what we wanted to achieve, and that's what we got there. So I'm very happy with that result and the progressions we used to get there.